Well, welcome
Still
back.
want a
Welcome
black.
back. Period. Welcome back, 5011 fam. We in here and we real with it. How y'all is?
What's up, y'all?
Dee
Rough
Dee,
Regular
Phoenix
Raw.
J, back. Like she said, raw dog in life.
Period.
We're out here. And it is another episode of the 5011 Chronicles. Y'all doing what we do, having conversation that
Yeah.
sparks conversation. How y'all is?
How y'all is?
We're just here for a mental check-in. We just thank y'all for tuning in this episode, and we're just finna key, and we invite you to kick back, grab your
Nigga.
snacks, get your green, get your tea or your drink of choice. I've got me a little rum punch here.
Yeah, rum punch.
And enjoy the combo.
It ain't as good as the ones I make, but
I believe it. This
yes,
was a
I
real
made
quick
it,
one.
child.
I didn't even think hard about this. It was literally shot and a half Bacardi Black, no, Bacardi Gold, and this 100% tropical fruit punch that I get at this gas station. It's apple, cherry, pineapple, and grape. And it's just a quick little fruit punch. And I just be liking it because it's 100% juice. So I
Period.
just be like, yeah, we'll take, if I'm going to drink juice, I'm going to drink
When I
100%
tell
juice.
you, I can't stand when I ask somebody to bring me a juice and they bring me drink. Don't bring me drink. I want juice. If it don't say
With the
100%,
exceptions of, I don't know. This is a memory. I'm gonna see if I unlock some memories for people here. And some people might still be on it. I'm not on it like I used to be. But there was a period of time. It was a window of time over the course of a couple years, 3 to 5. We'll say 3 to 5 years, where Minute Maid used to put out these carton juices, right? And these carton
many
punches.
names put out some fire.
And they were fire. They were so good. I had to have the new flavor. They had a watermelon punch. There was like a strawberry situation. There was the berry punch used to be my thing. That was the
Mm-hmm.
tropical punch was good. It was a regular fruit punch. I remember that watermelon punch because I think that was one of the last big ones to come out when I was really drinking them. And I mean, Minute Maid had me in a
They don't
chokehold.
hit the same though.
They
But those
don't.
Simply has taken their title because Simply
Simply
been put out
definitely has
some
to,
heat
but
for the last few
Simply's
years.
Minute Maid. If I'm not mistaken, that's their
Is
company.
it?
I think so. I think
I
they're
don't be
owned by the same
knowing,
people. I think
child.
that's their company.
I
I
don't be
think
knowing.
so. Because I want to say the first was the Simply Lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did the
Or
line
was
that,
it
yeah,
orange
I think
juice?
that's Minute Maid. It was the Simply Orange.
And then they swung in lemonade. Then they
Then they
started
did
hitting
the
you with other
lemonade.
flavors.
Then they went the lime, and they did the strawberry. Oh, they went off when the strawberry lemonade came out. I said, "Oh, ding, 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 ding! We have a winner." This, and then what I liked about it is because it's Simply. It had the little like pieces of the fruit in there, the
Mm-hmm.
little bit of the lemon. I love a textural experience. Please take me on the journey of the lemon
Different
to
taste.
the
Like I don't
lemonade.
like orange juice with pulp in it.
See, and it depends.
Um,
I have to be in the mood for it and I have to expect it. Don't surprise me with no orange juice with pulp. I can't, that's not a surprise I want. I need to be forewarned and in the
Be around and
spiritual
think
and
you got a
physical
bug in your
mindset.
food, in your drink. You're
Yeah,
like, what did I just drink a
if
gnat?
I'm not and that's my thing. That's how my mind works. Is I can deal with the majority of textures. Like I get along with a lot of textures, and I know I get it when people are like, "Oh, this I can't do it. That I can't."
Yeah, I'm a texture person.
I'm a texture person, and but I love to. And if I'm eating a plate of something and there's like 4 different textures, that's gonna give me my whole life. Like, give me the crunch. Give me something that's a little bit softer. Give me
I
something that
love
has
some
a
a
little
little
bite.
crunch in
Give me
there.
some like give me a balance of texture, and I'm all for it. Like all for it. So um when it comes to things with texture, as long as I can expect them and I know they're going to be there, I have no problem with what the texture is going to be most of the time. Don't give me no orange juice with pulp in it and think I'm going to be okay, because I could, like, you could end up on my not friend list person. I don't
Don't
think
give
any
me
of my
no
friends would do
mimosa
that.
with pulp in it either. I feel like
No
that
thank you, I
is
didn't
just
ask for that.
criminal. That is
that's
illegal.
that's not okay. Mimosas are
Mimosa should
classy
not have pulp.
and pulp free. Pulp free. No,
Yes.
mm-mm. No, I don't think
I don't want
mimosas
no
should be
pulp with
made
my
that way.
champagne and orange juice, okay? Please. And you know what's funny? Look, I love crunch. I've noticed like I love crunch, but I don't like to hear myself eat. I don't like to hear other people eat. That's
Oh
why I
well.
can't sit and eat in silence. I have to have like be watching something or something,
Hmm.
some type of noise got to be going on. I cannot eat in silence. But I love crunchy stuff. It's such a hard life to live.
I have this one line brother, and he knows I love him, so I'm not gonna call him by name, but he knows who he is. I have this one line brother, and when he eats or drinks or does anything, it's so loud that you just hear everything, and I always want to fight him. Like we go out to eat often, and this is one that I'm like, and it's gotten better over the years, but at first I used to be like, can you, I would cuss him out all the time. Can you not eat any quieter than that? Like, is it really not possible for you to make fewer noises
Like,
with your
give me
mouth?
what you eat, man. I hear you
It
over
mine
me.
doesn't sound like that. And I've said that to him before. My when I eat we're eating the same thing. Mine doesn't sound like that. Mine's not doing all of that. And the crazy thing is, chewing with your mouth closed, I should not hear all of that. Make it make sense.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of mouth
Like
closed.
I that drives me so crazy. And it's like I know people you can't help that like food makes sounds.
He
But
was
it's
cussed out
like
so
I
many times
cannot
for that.
stand to hear somebody eating
Mm-mm.
something crunchy.
No, thank you.
Like I don't want to hear. I don't even want to hear the crunch in my own because you know it's your mouth, so you hear it in your ear
Hmm.
while you're eating. It drives me
Hmm.
crazy. I have to have something like I can't. The only acceptable sound is if you're eating ramen. I don't mind if you slurp it because that's just what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do with ramen. But see, even like with my ramen and my sushi, I'm like this with my ramen and my sushi. I want a variety of textures. Don't just give me one
Mm,
texture. I want a variety. Like
yeah,
with my ramen, I love
I
when
need
I
this
get
one.
sprouts, any kind of sprouts, bean sprouts, alfalfa
Mm-hmm.
sprouts. I love me a sprout, especially bean sprouts. Bean sprouts are so good in my ramen. I just love that. And I'll take me a little fish cake, my little fish cakes, because that's a whole different texture. Like I will take so many textures in ramen because I'm like, this is what it's about. I love the toppings. I want all of the things. Give me the
Yeah, I
ginger,
like when
give
sushi
me the
has the crunchy
wasabi,
stuff on top. I can't think of what it
the
is.
crunchy, yeah, the
You know the little
on top
crunchy
of the
stuff
was
on
I love
top.
that on my sushi. Like, and I know I might be weird for this. I know everybody doesn't like this. I've heard some people don't like cream cheese. That's their business. I'm not gonna read them, but I love a roll with cream cheese in it. Girl, choke hold. I know texturally for some people that's just really not gonna work. But when I'm telling you the crunch on top, oh, it's so, but see that you're not you're relying on the cream cheese for texture. The usually when I've had it, it's either been tuna or
Oh, okay.
salmon. Yeah, it's a texture thing. So usually when I've had it, it's either been tuna or salmon. And 8 out
See,
of
I
10
don't
times
eat
it's
so
had
no.
seaweed. So you're getting the salt from the seaweed too. So it's a balanced flavor. A couple of times I've had it with crunch,
Okay.
and that's even more fun because once the crunch hits the cream cheese, it just becomes this whole kind of fun textural experience. Period.
Hmm.
I mean, I could, I'm a
And
foodie
I'm not a
girl.
big fan of the ginger with it. I don't know why.
I
Like, I
like
don't
pickled
have
ginger,
anything against ginger itself, but it's something about,
sushi ginger.
in particular, if you don't get like if you get the store sushi, don't get store sushi because I don't know what up with the ginger in that. That
Hmm.
ginger is real, like extra gingery. Like I don't know if it's
It
in the
is
same.
gingery.
I don't know
It
what
is
it is.
gingery. It really is. Now they
But
use in
from the
most
Japanese
stores.
place I ordered from, it's not as gingery, but I don't know. I'm not big on the ginger with it. It
That's
throws me
okay.
off. I leave the wasabi and the yum yum sauce. And what's the other spicy one? I can't think of the
The
name. But I
crunch
like
with the crunch.
yeah.
Like the chili crunch kind of sauce or like the spicy, is it like a loose sauce or is
Mm-hmm.
it like thick?
No, it's a black spicy sauce. I can't think of the name of it though.
Mm,
And it's very loose.
I know what you're talking about.
But whatever
I don't
that
know the name of it
is
either.
good.
Yeah. Yes. I'm
It
also
be
a sauce
coming with it when
fan.
they give it to me.
Come on now. Now I will tell you this. Most grocery stores or stores that sell sushi, in my experience, use specifically sushi ginger, which comes to
Hmm.
them already pickled, if I'm not mistaken. It's already
That's
pickled, so I think
probably what
that's
it
it's like
is.
concentrated. So I believe that it's
Hmm.
because to me that was one of the main reasons I would get store sushi when I would go to the Publix and get me my little sushi. I would get it because that ginger has a different kind of kick. Now I do like fresher, like pickled ginger. I like ginger, period, though. Like she used to not be my girl, and now we're like cool.
Pickled ginger, girl. But I've been on this lemon ginger tea though. That's been. I'm not like if
I'll
it's
do a
in
ginger
like
ale. I do a ginger
I
beer,
don't know if it's in some. I'm not a big on the pickled
miso
ginger and
ginger.
like.
Yep, that's the only time I ever do pickled ginger is with sushi. And not every time I eat sushi, because sometimes the sushi is just so good I don't need it. But like I'm a texture person. So again, I'll put me a little piece of pickled
Hmm.
ginger on there. I'll put me a little wasabi on there. Give me the layers of flavor. Give me the depth. I want all the textures. I want the bite. Like that's what I'm looking for. But there are other things I also like topping my sushi with too. Chili Crunch is another good one that like I just love me a little chili crunch.
Hmm.
Give me the chili crunch, please, sir. Like that. And
Yes.
I'm a big fan of
Anything
soy.
that's gonna,
But let me tell
especially
you
gonna add
this.
some spice and some crunch. Yes.
Let me tell you this. Do you know there's a difference? And I did not know this until I learned it. There's a difference between soy sauce, shoyu, and tamari. They're all different kinds of soy sauce,
No, I
period.
did not know that.
So let me put y'all on because
Introduce me.
we've been fooled. Kikoman is not that girl. She's really not. She's really not that girl.
Mhm.
I'm just telling y'all now, she's not that girl. And I thought she
Oh,
was
I
my
think I
whole
got a
life. I
bottle
had
of her
been
in there
eating.
too.
Look, I'm telling you, she's not that girl because I'm gonna put you onto that girl. And I would go in the kitchen right now and bring her back here, but I'm gonna tell y'all what she's called. I'm gonna tell y'all one of them. Um, when you go looking for soy sauce, what you actually want, especially those of you who like the richness of flavor that you get from a good soy sauce. Like, have you ever noticed sometimes when you go to restaurants and they don't have Kikkoman, they have a different soy sauce, how it's kind of bolder, like you don't have
Hmm.
to use as much, it's like richer. That's when you get into the levels of soy sauce. So there's shoyu, which is like a what Japanese people would call soy sauce. It is usually lighter, but there's also a white shoyu, which is a white soy sauce that doesn't have. There's something that it doesn't
Mm.
have in it, but it's really light and delicate in flavor. It's delicious. So those of you who want the richness of soy without all as much salt or salinity, try a white soy sauce or a white shoyu. Okay, now, for those of you who want to get a little funky with it, you like soy sauce, you've had so many other kinds, you want to have a little more fun with it, then start looking for like a smoked shoyu. I've got a cherry blossom shoyu. They are so rich in
Mm.
flavor, but that smoked, when I tell you a very little bit goes a long way, you get these wafts of
Yeah.
like smoke in the flavor with the soy, and it's so bold. Next level. Okay, so show you. That's what we talked about. Now listen, we're gonna take it one step further, and I got put on to tamari. Tamari is essentially soy sauce that's brewed in I want to say it's a different kind of container they put it in to age it. That's what I'm thinking it
Hmm.
is that they age it differently. This is where the flavor
Hmm.
is. There's a brand out there
Yeah.
called San J, SAN dash J. Okay. You can find them at Walmart, y'all, and at Publix. It's these,
I'm
and
gonna go to
you
Monday. This is
it's
Publix
gonna
right by
cost
me.
a little. It's gonna cost just a little bit, but you don't have to use as much, and the flavor is so much better. It is so much better than just like an average packet or Kikkoman soy sauce. Like it is so good. And when I got some from my last job, I was just wondering, I was like, I bought some because it was on sale, or maybe they were getting rid of it. Like they had something, for some reason, I was able to get a bottle. And I was just like, yeah, I love soy sauce. This is yeah, take it home, and I had it with something, and I was like, "That is the best soy sauce I've ever had in my life." With it, and I look at it, and I realized it didn't say soy sauce on the bottle. It said brewed tamari. And I said, "Well, now I need to learn who is she." And the flavor is next level, y'all.
Do my
So
Googles.
for my foodies out there, start looking into the levels of soy sauce because there's not
So now
just
I need to go to Publix and get some tamari. And
tamari
I've
from
never tried
Sanjay.
Publix sushi before,
Their sushi's good.
but
It's made
if
fresh
you like it, I'm gonna
every
try
day.
it.
It's
Now
made fresh every day.
the Kroger in Tucker that was across from Applebee's where we worked at, they
I used to
used to
love that
make
Kroger.
some fire
I used to love
sushi.
that Kroger for everything, for wine, for candy,
And I
for
got some at another Kroger and I hated it.
so I'll also tell you Fresh
But they,
Market. Most Fresh Markets usually have a sushi chef.
I need to get some Fresh
At the
Market
one I
Bun.
worked at, he was so cool. He was so cool, and he would make us custom sushi if we asked for it. He was really cool.
Ooh.
So he that was cool. But like, yeah, love me some sushi down. A little segue here. I am so grateful for the end of August. I'm so grateful for August ending. Like, I don't know. We were
'Cause
talking.
she did a little powder before she came
We've been
in.
getting
She hit a
mollywopped by
line before
life.
she came through.
We've been getting drugged by our locks. Like life has been coming through and just like,
Every which way but
don't
loose.
get up. I'm not gonna let you get up. Like, and just like now we kept fighting. We kept getting back up.
We kept fighting.
Just
We
like
got back up.
Goku, Luffy, all of them. All of them get knocked down and they be like, just
Got
stay
up.
down. They get right back. Yeah, we persisted. But I don't know, like I'm coming out of it and I'm feeling good. I've been feeling real good.
I feel
I've been
like,
kind of
you
happy.
know what I feel like?
What you feel like?
Remember when Frieza first did that like upgrade on them, the very first one, and everybody was like, wait a minute, he can go to another level? Like I feel like I
Right.
did that, but I know in my mind it's so many other levels that they don't even know that I'm about to go to
They
yet.
don't even know.
Like y'all thought y'all was beating me up, August? Watch me transform.
Watch this. I'm
And this
very
is
much
just
on some watch this energy.
information.
This is just the first hello.
Pretty much watch this.
You know, a couple years ago, you and I were talking, and there was something I said to you that Spirit hit me with that has not let me leave. It has not left me for a single day. It's been right here, and I use it as one of my mantras. And it is I am constantly in a state of evolution. I'm
Yeah.
constantly in a state of evolution. I haven't stopped
You
yet.
hit me with that because you made me rethink. I used to say I'm in a constant state of chaos. And you was like, no, 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 friend. You are in a constant state of evolution because you
Of
keep
evolution.
evolving.
Things keep shifting. Your environment is going to reflect you. And I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
big thing, like, that has hit me is, like, I had to clean up some things, throw some things away, just, like, your environment is going to reflect you.
I had to fold them
So,
clothes.
hello, the laundries. Um, like, I do not love doing laundry. I my attention, I just
Ugh.
forget about it all the time. Like, I will throw some
One
clothes
day
in the
we're gonna be at a
wash,
space in our life. We're gonna drop our clothes off at the washing fold.
and
That's where
it's
we're gonna be
done.
at one day.
Come
Husband, come back
pick up
in.
your clothes I have. Girl,
Ah,
have you been rocking with that?
oh yes, I love Kaylani though. Like she
I
is one of
love
my
Kalani so
favorite
much.
favorite artists. Like I
Ugh,
love her from
that
like
video,
day one that she dropped. I knew like
that
she always
video,
dropped.
that
COVID got
choreography.
something in it. I don't know what it got in it, but
I'll let your
COVID,
body
but she
decide
has
if this is good.
she has transformed. She hit
She
another
has.
level.
She did.
Like
She did.
I absolutely love where she is right now.
I love it. I mean,
Go
she's just so
Kaylani.
stunning. She's just stunning. You know
She
who, like,
is. She's beautiful.
who she makes me think of as far as like they give me hope for not just R&B but for music. Her and Victoria Monet, every time I think of one I think of the other. Like
Yeah,
always. I just always thinking one then the other. Like Victoria
absolutely.
Monet just such a beast. I can't wait for whatever she does next cuz she's just
Hmm.
so good. But back to what I was saying, being in a constant state of y'all see that neuro spicy
We
on
all
the day to
over.
day real time.
He's like a horseman.
Um Hello, but we know where we are. That's the thing. Most of the time. Um, most of the time. But being in this constant state of evolution, I'm just in this season, and I think you were sharing some of this with me. Right? Like it's just I feel good. Like tapped in. I've tapped in,
Hmm.
and I'm here. And as y'all heard, I announced myself as Phoenix J this episode. Like it's
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
phoenix is rising.
The Phoenix has risen. And now it's like
Yeah,
I got work to do. Okay, I have work to do. So it's just I don't know. It feels good. It feels like it's been a minute since I felt good, I guess, which is wild to say out loud. But it's been a minute since I felt good, like about choices, about the direction of things, about just day to day waking up and just being like,
just the day.
I feel good. I feel good. Like even with work, I was just like, I went to work, y'all, and work has been mayhem, absolute mayhem,
Oh
bonkers.
my God.
And being in a management role, like you just deal with so much, like especially if you're doing it right. If you're doing it right, you're not just
Hmm.
doing your job, but without
You're doing everybody's
micromanaging,
job.
You're coaching, you're developing, you're teaching. At times you're a shoulder
Yes.
for people to cry on, you're the counselor, you're the stand-in friend or whatever is needed at any given moment because these are people. We contain multitudes, life goes on, shit
Mhm.
happens. You know, so like
Yep.
life doesn't stop because I had to clock in. Like so sometimes people have things going on and you just I exchange, and you know this, being in leadership, being in management, like you exchange so much energy like with
Because I know
people,
I've been feeling
and
like Ask Jeeves for the last 2 weeks. So many questions been coming my way.
so many
But like
questions.
one day I was like, oh my God, please stop talking. But then I was like, oh snap, that's my job.
Oh my gosh, it makes me think about some of the
So
things I
many
sometimes
questions.
say to my team members, but um it when you exchange energy like we do when you're in leadership and you work with the public and you deal with people and you have whatever you have to do, like just having day-to-day responsibilities, you exchange so much energy and you come back and you have nothing to pour into yourself. And then you still have
Hmm.
your personal responsibilities outside of professional ones. So then there's laundry
Still
needs to be
life.
done, the house needs to be cleaned, the child needs to be taken care of, dinner needs to be cooked, whatever. Like life, and you don't if you don't get the opportunity to take that time to recuperate properly, you just pick up where you left off the next day and you get caught in a cycle and it
Hmm.
just goes and it goes, and sometimes
That's
it'll go for
August for
years
me.
and you're just on the hamster wheel. But right now in
Hmm.
this season, at this moment of this recording, this
Yes.
conversation right
Yes.
now,
My
I
vote.
feel so present, so
Yes.
mindful, and so aware of what the spirit, the divine is doing around
Yes.
me. I saw some stuff happening in traffic ahead
And
of
that's
me,
a
and I
blessing in
said,
it
"Yes,
too.
vision. That is it.
Yes.
Yes."
That's the blessing in it is like because some people will go through a month like we went through and not it'll come out worse or not even come out at
Hmm.
all. We come out of our
Hello.
seasons better. And that's the blessing in it. Is that
That
we
is the
always
blessing.
come out better than we were before.
Always come out better than we were
But when you're
before,
going
even if
through
we
it,
can't recognize
I
it.
give a damn
And
about how
at
I'm finna
first,
come out. I'm just mad I'm going through it.
I have to publicly shout my friend out. I hope you don't mind me doing this, but like
Do you?
you recognizing this fresh out of a season that you have come out of it better is growth. Because I can say in my experience with you, there were times when we would talk and I would have to remind you, friend, you just did
Mm-hmm.
this. Like you just did this. You did this on your own. But it's like to hear you
Yeah.
say coming out of that season and we're better every time, recognizing this time.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my friend, y'all. And
No,
I have to call it
literally.
out because
I I
I don't
I
play about my
recognize it
people.
this time. I think I came out like and I think this time I was intentional about coming out better. Like I
Mhm.
think before it was just
Mhm.
God's grace. Like it
Hello.
really was just God's grace.
God's grace.
But this was intentional. Like I
Hmm.
felt, and because I've been telling you all month that I'm like, but I am off. Like I am not it. Like it's just not. And I feel like it was kind of like a little bit of July trickled over into
Hmm.
August.
Trickled over. Hmm.
July was rough at the end, and then it just trickled on in, and it was just like came in like a wrecking ball. And I feel like for me, I was so intentional about like this stops with August. Like we're not
Hmm.
bringing this to September. It's not. And so I was very
It's not
intentional
happening.
about closing out any of those cycles and really making a point to go into September, not waiting until September, but going into September already out of it, already, above it, healed from it, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Just leaving it where it's at. And I think I wasn't intentional like that before. I think before it was really just God's grace. God was just bringing me out.
We love some
I was
intention.
just, and I
Do
was
all
like
things with
subconsciously
intention.
doing things, not realizing that I was like, it's like my spirit was doing it for me, but I wasn't
Hmm.
consciously aware that I was bringing myself out of stuff. But this time was a very conscious decision. I was like, we're not.
Hello.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna say
I
one
think
thing
that's
that
it.
like helped me leading into this mental space that I'm in right now is when I
Hmm.
have a commute to work, roughly an hour. It's less than an hour, but whatever. I commute to work, and most mornings I'm either listening to a book or a podcast or music or whatever. But leading up to this breakthrough, to this victory, I had this moment where I woke up and there was an album on my mind. And I was like, okay, I'll go and listen to
Mhm.
that album. And the way that album spoke to me, I said, okay. So then the next day I woke up and there was an album that dropped into my spirit when I got up. And I said, okay, that's the one for the ride today. I started following these little breadcrumbs of music that were like, hey, here's this. Hey, here's that. One of the things that I listened to was Solange's Seat at the Table. That was one of the albums that dropped in my spirit and hit me hard. Y'all, that is still one of my favorite albums
Love
of all
Solange.
time. Top 10. Top 10 album for me. Seat at the Table was so brilliantly created, and I had just finished. That's probably why it fell in my spirit, because you didn't talk about it in that book. But I had just finished Mama Tina Knowles' book about
Hmm.
maybe a week or two before, called Matriarch. Y'all, it's beautiful book, such a beautiful book. Oh, so well
I
written.
don't
I'm
know
gonna have
why I
to
was
do a review on
beautiful
it.
gowns. Every time somebody say beautiful, I be wanting to say beautiful gowns.
That's and look, that's what I was thinking too as I'm
I
saying.
don't
I was
know
like,
why
beautiful
that sticks in
books,
my spirit.
beautiful book, beautiful book. Yeah, that damn Aretha. But like, I think another thing D and I talked about is like, even in those seasons where you are in the valley and you find yourself struggling and you are aware, you become aware of the struggle that you're facing, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically aware that you are in a season where maybe the odds are stacked against you and you don't know how you're going to come out of it, but you know that you
Hmm.
are. One thing you can't do is spiral. That's the one thing you cannot allow yourself to do. Do not spiral. Do not spiral.
Yeah,
Ground yourself
it's so
in
easy to say.
reality. Ground yourself in the truth. And it's so right. It's so much easier said than done. But that's where you start listening and looking for ways in which you can ground yourself. For some of you, that's go outside and sit your ass down on the
Yeah.
grass. Sit down. Give yourself 10 to 15
Let me
minutes to
tell you
just sit
something.
still.
I think that the Satan or somebody had a particular mosquito working against me because every time I tried to go sit outside and ground myself and find some peace this month, I swear to you, friend, I swear it was the same mosquito. You will not convince me that it was more than one. This one mosquito been eating me up all month. Every single
Damn.
time I go out there. It never fails. I literally
You
right
better
now
get
have
you a
like five
citronella
on this
candle.
arm alone.
Let's get you a citronella,
Was
a little
like, I
citronella
just want to
incense or
sit out here
something.
and be with the world. Like
Yeah. Citronella incense. That's what you
that
need,
mosquito was
friend.
hating on
That'll
me.
help. Yeah.
That's what I
He was.
need.
He was not trying to let you be great. But like for me, part of that is music. I will draw myself a spirit bath in a heartbeat. Sure
Hmm.
will. Sure will. I will do a spirit bath in
And
a
that's what I
heartbeat. If
need
the
to
energy
do.
feels off, if I find myself spiraling, though, the big thing I do is I ground myself in reality. What is actually happening right now in my life? Like the reality is I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm burnt out, whatever that is. That's a real thing. That's a real thing, and I can look at it as that's what's really happening. Everybody's not out to get to me. Everybody's not out to get me. That's not what's happening right now. Like the world is not trying to kill my life. That's not what's happening right now. Like can't. I'm not ugly all of a sudden. I'm not the worst. I'm not the most terrible thing to come across the planet. Like those things are not true. So you have to ground yourself in the reality, in what's real. And sometimes the real is ugly, but the sooner you face something and kind of work your way through it, that's how you work your way through it. You actually have to face it. Can't run from it and get
That is a
over it.
good point. Do not run from things. Don't bury your head in the sand. You have to face things
Have
head
to
on
face it.
because they will still be sitting waiting for you if you don't. But I will say a little caveat. If you're emotional like me, and see, I can say reality of like, okay, this is what's happening. And then I'd be like, and I'm pissed about it because I'm emotional. So grounding
Hmm.
myself for me in reality, if you're emotional like me, sometimes, the emotions will take over. And one thing that I have learned that's like been helping me is like just loving on me, like taking time with like little beauty routines when I'm getting ready in the morning. Put on a certain type of music that make me feel like I'm that bitch while I'm doing my little face routine and stuff like
Period.
that. Like find things that make you feel good. Because sometimes like I think my problem is like spiritually I'm in like the best place ever and grounded ever, but mentally and emotionally, they be fighting. They be fighting
Mm-hmm.
each other. The emotions,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Cancer, I'm hormonal, I'm a woman. It could be that time of the month sometimes, them emotions just, they all over the place. She a water baby. It'd be a lot going on over here. And I'm a very passionate person. So I feel everything. So like for me, sometimes when I'm not listening to myself, I have to just I have to like go into that aspect of it of just making
Mm-hmm.
myself feel good.
Yes,
And sometimes it's just it has to be something external.
I get that.
Make
And
a playlist.
I'm
I got a specific playlist for when
hello.
I want to feel like I'm her.
I'm a firm believer in playlists for the moods because when I'm in my feelings and I need something to allow me to feel
Yes.
them, I have a playlist for that. And because I think the last
Yep.
time we talked, actually, I was in my feelings, and that's one. I'm gonna get to that in a second because that's another thing about growth that I'm getting better with, and I'm recognizing in myself. Thank you, God. But no, like I completely agree with the fact that you have to be very intentional in action, and that was a word you used earlier. It's like intentional. You have to be intentional. I'm a firm believer. My
Hmm.
philosophy when it comes to skincare, and anybody who knows me know I don't play about no skincare. My philosophy when it comes to skincare is that that is soul care, that is self care. And if Alicia Keys
Yes.
hadn't beat me to it with Keys Soul Care, I promise y'all there'd be a Phoenix J Soul Care out this piece, 1000%. Because I was
Period.
about to come with the Soul Care, and I said, "This freckle faced heifer done beat me to it with her beautiful skin. You get on my nerves, you know, makeup wearing heifer, like with that gorgeous hair. I ought to fight you. Can't even say nothing ugly about you because you're not ugly. You are not ugly.
Right.
You're a beautiful woman. um but no, absolutely, like I'm a firm believer that skincare 100% is you taking care of yourself, you taking care of your soul. So always a playlist on.
Yes.
If not, I'm speaking affirmations. We're speaking
Take
over
that long
my life and
shower
my
with
day to
that
day.
good
The
playlist.
long
Ooh.
Look, and I will throw me a little steamer in there. I have these little decorative steamers. They're like little
Yes.
rectangular pink steamers with some rose petals on them. And they're rose steamers, and you throw it in the shower, and it smells that shower up like rose while I'm putting my little rose body wash on.
Yes.
Tell me that's not feeding my soul. Tell me that's not feeding my soul. Like, but that's the thing about it is being
And
intentional,
when you in
especially when
that
you
shower,
know
if you need to speak to you, do that. 'Cause
if you
that
need to
water is
cry,
healing.
do
The
that.
water
That's a
listens to
release.
what you're saying.
Hello,
Cry. Yes.
cry.
The shower is the best place to do it.
Men cry. I'm telling you. No matter what we've been told,
Men,
cry.
cry.
Men cry. Seriously, like,
Because
please.
if you can't cry in the shower by yourself, like at least do that. At least do that.
That's the bare
Okay?
minimum.
Please release that energy. If you
Yeah,
don't
you
feel
gotta let it
because
go.
I don't feel comfortable crying. It's not that's not a safe space. So you can't cry for everybody. That's the reality. You can't cry in front of everybody. The only person I really the tears don't even fall unless I'm talking to Jay. I don't know what Jay got on him that make the tears come falling down, but when I be talking to Jay, they just fall. Let me talk and cry. But if you can't cry, if you don't have a safe space with nobody else in that shower, it's just you. Ain't nobody in there but you,
Mm-hmm.
God in the water. Cry.
Mm-hmm. There
Let
it
it
is.
out.
Cry.
You cannot hold
Hello.
that in. It's not healthy for anybody.
For anybody. Like, it not at all. And I'm a firm believer that stress is one of the number one taker outers there is. Like, it will take somebody out in a heartbeat, literal heartbeat too. If you're not careful, like, and you
I'm
just
a
gotta
firm
release
believer
some of
that
these
stress is the
things.
only real illness.
Hello.
It's the catalyst for everything that goes wrong with
That
us.
and stupid. Stupid is an illness. I don't care what nobody says. And there
That
are a
is,
lot of people out here with some stupid. I just pray for them because you can't fix stupid.
yes,
You can help slow. You can't fix
you
stupid.
can. And I
Stupid
just don't want to
is
catch the
stupid.
stupid.
I don't want to catch it. I'm sure it's contagious. Nope. Don't y'all be out there laying with stupid folk.
Hmm.
You wake up stupid. You better quit. Um, but
Listen,
oh my gosh, there was something I was gonna come back to. Intention, skincare, soul care. Alicia Keys. She's beautiful. I mean,
playlist.
goodness. Playlist. Playlist. So me and Dee were talking. Thank you, friend. We see each other. Because that was just what I needed to hear. Me and
Yes.
Dee were talking a while back, and I was having a bad day. I was having a bad day. Like, there's no other way around it. My day was not going well. The stress was increasing by the moment, and I was really surrounded by what felt like idiots. And not everybody I work with, no. But I just was having it was having these moments where I'm like, why would you do that? Why didn't you do something about it? And why did you
Oof,
watch both of them? What is happening here?
oof.
So I was just getting fed up. Like so much of the day was hitting me. And then when I get stressed is when I can easily trigger a depressive episode if I'm not careful, because my negative self-talk will start. Because I will start to personalize
Hmm.
all of the things happening around me. Awareness. I know what's going on.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, once you know what's going on, you can fight it a little bit differently. You can actually approach it and be like, okay, hold up.
That is.
So I was
I'm gonna let you finish, but that was a good one.
I'm telling you. So I was beginning to spiral and I had to start speaking to myself. And me and Dee were going to have a conversation. And I told her, I said, friend, I need you to give me an hour to have this pity party and to feel my feelings. And I promise you, I will FaceTime you. I promise. But that's one thing I'm so grateful that I've gotten to this point in my life where I don't suppress. I feel. I let myself feel it. I give myself a time limit to feel it as raw and as ugly as I want. And then I let it go. And I don't necessarily just let it go and it's gone and I'm not gonna think about it and I'm not gonna work because it's done. No, it's gonna come across my mind again. I'm just gonna
If
choose not to
only it
pay
was
it.
that easy.
If only it was that easy. It's gonna come across my mind again. I'm going to then be intentional about not suppressing it, but looking at it for what it is, allow myself to recognize, okay, there's still some emotion here, and putting it to the side to work on what I need to work on. Then coming back to it. But it's like I give myself the time to feel my feelings, and that has been one of the healthiest choices I have made recently. In the past year, I've been doing a better
Hmm.
job about it. But like, what were you gonna say, Priya?
I was gonna say that when you said like not you were taking the negative things personally. That literally like it was like a little light bulb went off because I realized I take things so personally.
Hmm.
Like I think I take everything personally, and I never even thought about it until you just said that. Like I personalize everything.
Everything.
If
I'm gonna
something
share
goes
with you.
wrong, it's personal. It's
I'm gonna share with you
funny.
something I learned. Someone coached me on this at a job years ago. And as a result, when I became a store manager, I was able to use this to one of my employees at the time. And it actually,
Hmm.
like when I heard this, something about it was exactly what I needed to hear because I was working for Buckle. So I was in a commission sales environment. I had never worked in an environment where you had to have as much drive and ambition as you do to get to the money. You want to make more money in your check? Go get it. Like literally
Okay,
go get it.
you got
So
to
it's like,
get
okay,
to the
you
money.
got to get to the money. And so I was getting rejected. I was finding that people wouldn't want my help, but they would open up to somebody else. And or I would ask them something and they would not be open to the answer, but they would answer it if another person asked. I'm like, is it me? I'm personalizing it. And what the coach who trained me at the time told me, it's like, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to what you're offering. It's not to you. And once it finally clicked, I was like, okay. So I'm having this team member at the time when I was a store manager, and she was trying to get people to sign up for the little email program. Every time they come in, you'd have to ask them for their email. The email in, go on about your business. But if she got one no, she
Hmm.
wasn't asking anymore for the rest of her shift. That was it. And so I just said, hey,
That's not like
I
you
mean,
like
literally
bye.
the rest of the shift. One night she came in and she was only going to be with me about 5 hours. And within the first hour, she got no. She didn't ask again for like the next couple. And I was like, hold up, wait, you're the only person at the register. I need you asking for the email every time. And so I pulled her to the side and I said, hey, like, I'm going to teach you something that I learned. And when I tell you this has been another saving grace, just one of those mantras. Like I look at these like mantras and I will repeat them. Oh, I made myself look crazy right there. I will repeat them as necessary, and you saw they were just sticking out. I was looking crazy. And I did it to myself. Like I just moved them back like my locks was loose. Forgot I had braids in.
Right, just push them
Um,
all back.
just pushed them on back and had my little antenna sticking up, looking foolish. But I told her, I said, when you ask them about the email and they say no, they're not saying no to you. They're not saying no to you, the person. They don't hate you. I need you to understand that. They do not hate you because you've asked them about the email. They just don't want to sign up for the email. They're saying no to this company and no to this email program. Just move on. Okay. It don't hurt you none if they said no. They won't know when the sale is. That's on them. We're not gonna write you up because you got 3 no's. I don't care how many no's you get. But the more no's you get, the more yeses you're gonna get. So you might as well get past the no's. And literally she got 15 back to back after that. It was like literally everybody. She's like, hey, let me get that email, baby. And then we just go ahead and like right on then. It was just, and it was nothing. But for me, like watching that, and
Yeah.
got to like go over that with my district manager. Hey, this is one of our wins for the week or whatever the hell we were calling them. Before that company went bankrupt. Shade. That was sad. But so I use that as something to tell myself now, just to ground myself. It's like, no, that interaction was not them saying no, they hate you, that all of a sudden you're a terrible manager and you're garbage and you're the scum of the earth. Like, that's not, they said no because they don't want to work Thursday. They probably have plans for Thursday. That's all that is. They don't hate you. Like, stop spiraling. So I'm telling you, friend, that's how I have to talk to myself. Maybe that'll help you.
That'd be me.
It's
Be
so easy
taking.
to
I don't know
personalize
why.
it
I
though.
don't even do it on purpose. It just it's personal.
But when you're emotional, empathetic
That is
being,
so
that's
funny what
how
you said. And
you
it's like it didn't
live.
even dawn on me until you said it. I'm like, damn, like I'd be personalizing everything. Like anything that if somebody ain't doing what I want them to do, if it ain't going how I want it to go, it's personal.
I'm gonna tell you this other mantra.
I'm
This
a
other mantra that I say all the time. That ain't got nothing to do with me. When I look at the situation, I look at whatever just happened, that didn't have nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't do nothing to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That
yeah,
ain't got nothing. And I promise you, I say that to myself so many times in a day. Somebody cut me off in traffic. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't cuss them out. There's no reason to cuss.
yeah. And that no, we lost Jay. We've lost Jay. Breaker, breaker. We've lost Jay. Where has he gone? Oh, there he is. We've got him back. I did want to say to that, like that even makes me think about like friendships and relationships with people because like even in that I feel like every time of like even though like people might do something to you, but it's not you, it's them.
Hmm.
And it's like because they're doing this to you, of course you're going to take it personally because you're doing something to me. But then when you take a step back and like reflect, it's like
Hmm.
no, this
That
was who
was
you
them.
are.
That's you. That was
That's
them.
just you.
That was the other person.
And
Yeah.
it's like even for me like that's where the accountability for me comes in because it's like I know for a long part of my life I didn't have good boundaries with people, and it's like I allowed people in my life who I saw how they were with other people, but you
Hmm.
might think like, oh, you're not gonna do
You're
this
not gonna
to
be like that
me,
with
like
me.
what?
Yeah. It's me. It's you. It's
Like what?
me.
You
Hmm.
me? Or you know when people tell you their story, they make themselves the victim in the
Always.
story,
They tell it.
so
Yep.
you feel for them. And then when they do something to you, you take it personally, but the whole time it was them.
It was them.
It was their
Yeah.
fault.
That's a big lesson though. Is like, don't personalize things. Like, there's some
Mhm.
things that are just really not your business and not you.
Mhm.
Like, and
Yep.
and then and this is another
You could have
lesson.
done different.
I was going to talk about this but this is another lesson like that I learned that again changed my life is like, you're only responsible for what you contribute to the relationship, to the conversation, to the partnership, to the workplace, to the environment.
Mhm.
You're only responsible for that. You can come in with truth, and that is your truth, and you can speak your truth because you're responsible for that. But how somebody responds to your truth is not your business. That right there, I'm like, it's completely out of your control and it's not your business and it's not your responsibility. And that is what it means to be self-full, not selfish. Self-full is being aware of what
Mhm.
is your area of responsibility and what's not.
Yeah.
It's not your job to babysit somebody else's feelings when you've expressed your truth and your reality.
Mhm.
At the same time, now, listen, I'm not saying you're not responsible for listening. You're not responsible for proper communication. When you've upheld your
Mhm.
end of the bargain and you've contributed positively to the environment, what happens when you share your truth? Not your responsibility. Not your responsibility.
Absolutely.
Let that shit go.
And I think that's for me been my thing lately of like even with releasing people, like with over the last couple of months, like there's some friendships where I've had to like rearrange
Hmm.
the dynamic and my expectation in the friendship
Yeah.
to where it's like if it's somebody that I'm not like I'm just gonna completely let you go. Maybe it's certain ways that you show up that I don't like, and I have to stop expecting you to show up a certain way and accept you for how you're showing up, or release you if I can't live with that. And
But you
that's
know,
where I'm at with it now. And it's like, go
that's
ahead.
spot on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interject. I just have to get this in there because I will forget it. Growth is like layers and layers and layers of development, is what I'm realizing.
Hmm.
It's like sometimes we'll learn this lesson. This is the base lesson at level one. You know how we were just about Frieza going up in his transformations?
Hmm.
So I feel like there's a perfect parallel Spirit is showing me right now. It's just like we go up in our levels of transformation, so do our lessons. Our lessons go up. Every character, when they went
Hmm.
up in those levels of transformation, now you're a super saiyan. Now you're a super saiyan. Now you over here, you got this. Now you're this. Every time they went up, a challenge met them where they were.
Hmm.
The challenge level went up too, but the lesson
Hmm.
level went up as well. The training went up as
Yeah.
well. Everything levels up when you
Yeah.
level up. It doesn't get
Yeah.
easier because you've leveled up. We're not going to reach this point where there are no tests, no trials. They're always going to be
Hmm.
comparable to our level. Oh my gosh, the Spirit is hitting me right now because I'm seeing it like a video game. Like when you change
Yeah.
characters and your first character was level 6, so your enemies around you are level 6, but you moved to your level 13 character.
Hmm.
Your enemies are
And
level
now it's a
13 and
little bit
level
harder.
14. It's a little bit harder. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I just thank you. Because that right there, the way it just blew up, like when you said that, it just hit me that yes, as we move up, because the lesson that you just shared was a different level of when people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
Get the towel. Where's the fan?
Yeah.
Where's the fan? He's out. He's out. He's out. I'm telling you.
And that, like, for me now, I just take solace in like, if I know that I showed up authentically, I showed up positively, I showed up at my best, I gave my best to the situation, that's all I could do.
That's all you can do.
And at that point, like, now I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm emotional. So yeah, every time I have attachment issues too. So every time I gotta let somebody go, it's emotional. It's a lot for me. Okay. But it this time around it wasn't necessarily easier, but it was easier to like take solace in because it's
Hmm.
like for one, it's like, okay, I'm accepting this person, this is who they are. And also I know that I've showed up
Hmm.
how I'm supposed to show up. So at that point it's above me now.
It's
And
above me
if
now.
and you also have to understand that like if this thing is not for you, if you stay in that thing, you'll never find what is. You know what I'm saying? If you compromise yourself, you'll
Mm,
never find what's truly for
mm,
you ever.
mm.
You just gonna
Sometimes we
stay
go
in that
through.
stuck phase. Go ahead.
No, no, you keep going. Go ahead.
I forgot.
But you know, it made me think it's like it's just like our lives do reflect the seasons around us too. Like in
Mhm.
fall, there are things that have to be shed. Things have to be
Mhm.
shed to create room for new growth. Like and
Yes.
sometimes those are relationships that have to make room and make space for new people coming into our lives. Like
Mhm.
I have to deprioritize you.
Yes.
It's like, ugh, sorry, but that's where we are. It's above me now. You know, like when it really is
And
above
I
you.
have to prioritize me.
And I have to prioritize me in its place. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh,
And
let me tell
even with
you.
like our friendship, like
Hmm.
I realized that like I feel comfortable prioritizing our friendship because we prioritize each other.
Hmm.
So I never feel a sense of lack within our relationship.
Neglect.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Whereas like if you're pouring into more and prioritizing more a relationship with somebody, not necessarily romantic, any type of relationship,
Hmm.
and is it on the same level with you with that, you will always feel you will always feel that little lack and a slightly drained and the more drained
Hmm. Period.
you you got to move it down on the priority list, meet them where they at, or remove them completely. Whatever
Hmm.
works for you.
Hello. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. This was needed. This right
Unplanned, and it
here,
just
unplanned,
unplanned. We didn't know what we were
unstructured.
talking about today, y'all.
And look, no plan. We just started
So
talking.
record.
And God, I thank you for that because the divine showed up and showed out. That was a beautiful conversation. And I think sometimes just reflecting on what we've been through, um,
Mm-hmm.
it helps us. It's again that
Yeah,
like grounding, that moment of clarity, that moment of realization. Like I
and a
think we both
release.
were having these and release these aha moments, bouncing back and forth. Because one, first of all, that's what our friendship has always been. It's literally always been that since we
Always.
first met each other. It's always just been, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like it's just like back we have these moments where we just be talking like, oh my God. Like so I've
Yes.
always loved that about our dynamic. But like y'all actually got to witness one for real right now because that's literally a
Mm-hmm.
couple. That's
In
just
real
how it be.
time.
And so one, I don't want to thank y'all for tuning in and being part of this because yeah, had a little razzle dazzle on it. We
Oh,
love y'all. But y'all check us out. We're on the socials. We're on the TikTok individually and soon to be as a collective, y'all. We're on the
yes.
IG. Find us on the Facebook. We've got all types of commentary and things to share with y'all. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all for being our day ones, our riders. And we'll catch y'all next week in another episode of the 5011 Chronicles. Peace.
Mhm.